Hey guys, so today I did a Marilyn Monroe look, and this video is going to be focused on the makeup, and I'm going to have a separate video for hair and how you can get this bob style hair, even if you have like really long hair. So this is just going to be makeup. I'm going to try and like include foundation and everything for you guys, so just beware, no makeup on Allie's not pretty. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. Thanks for watching. So next I'm going to take my Smashbox Photo Finish Color Correcting Primer. And this one has a green tint to it, so it helps to kind of cancel out redness. And you should definitely use a primer for this look because Marilyn had, always a flawless complexion. Everything about her was really flawless. So you especially want to get that around the nose and cheek area right here, because that is where pores tend to look bigger and a lot of people seem to get oily there. Okay, so for foundation, what I like to do is mix Revlon's Photo Ready, and this is in buff. So this is in nude. This one's in buff. This is my color Stay, and this is for normal to dry skin. And so what I have this artist palette. I like to use a number of different brushes for foundation. Today I'm going to be using this one by Sonia Kashuk. And this is the flat top multi-purpose brush. And I just got this a couple days ago and I am in love with it. It's pretty like small, but it allows for like really good precision on the face. And so I'm going to got my foundation on my palette and just tap it in there. And then sponge that on my face. Avoid your under eye because you don't want to have a layer of foundation and concealer there because that can just look really cakey. I also find I've used the Revlon Color Stay for oily skin and for dry skin. And I find the one for dry skin doesn't dry as fast, like, because with the oily skin, it dries really fast. You have to blend it really fast. But with the one for dry skin, it gives more of a dewy effect, and the coverage isn't quite as heavy, which I prefer. Okay. So now that you look like a ghost, or you look dead, I'm going to take my CoverGirl Olay Simply Ageless Concealer. And I'm going to take a concealer brush. This is by Sigma. It's the 194. I'm just going to pick some of that up and just tap that under my eye. And then I would just blend the rest of that in with my fingers. You just want to tap it because you don't want to wreck the coverage at all. Okay, so for setting everything, I like to use Maybelline's Dream Matte Powder. This one's in cream. And I start with a 224. And I just dip that in there and then tap that under my eyes. Because if you don't get enough powder under your eyes, then your concealer is going to crease and look really nasty, like worse than dark circles by the end of the day. And then to set everything on my face, I'm just going to take a 150, swirl that in there, and then tap. So, the last step that I would do for face, you want to keep it pretty simple with the Marilyn look, is I'm going to take the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Blush. This color is one of the neutral shades, and it is in Innocent Flush, which is N34. And I'm just going to take this little duo fiber guide. This one's from Coastal Scents. Hate it for foundation because it bleeds, but it's amazing for like a little bit of blush. I'm just going to tap that in there and make sure to shake off any excess, and then pat that on your cheeks. And it just gives the lightest flush, but it just makes you not look dead. So that's the face for Marilyn. Okay, so I've just completed this eye for you guys. And the look is very simple on the eyes. She kept it very neat and classy. It's the e.l.f. All Over Color Stick, and this is in Spotlight. Can't really see that, but I can dab a little bit on my finger and tap that on my eye. You don't need much of this stuff, but it really helps your eyeshadow stick. Okay, so for my base color, what I'm going to be using is this gorgeous color by e.l.f. And this is called Elegant, and I'm 252. I'm just going to pat that on the lid. You want a very light shimmery color, but you definitely want it to have a golden undertone because Marilyn usually had some gold tones in her makeup. Just going to hit the brow bone as well. Another thing to bring up is that Marilyn kept her brows at a very sharp angle. And I'm trying to make this wearable, but you definitely want to define that arch and make it point up a little bit more. Okay, so for crease color, Marilyn didn't have a really defined crease because everything was kept very light and simple. And the focus was really on the eyeliner and the wing that she had, and then the really bold red lips. So I'm going to be taking this color by MAC. It's called Light Shade, and it is a velvet shadow. And it goes on very warm, so it's great for the crease. So I'm just going to take a 217 and use windshield wiper motions to apply that into my crease. So it's very subtle, but it really does make a big difference. Ruby Kisses is what I'm going to be using, and the logo got rubbed off, but I can't really talk while I'm doing my eyeliner. But you want to do a very thin line and then start the wing and then kind of connect that outer triangle. So that's like the basic wing. Alrighty, so that's that really subtle wing that is just very sultry looking. Mascara, and this is the curved brush. And you definitely want the lashes to be big on top with a lip stain. This one is by Clinique and it's called Honeyed Red. Your tip. Like that's all I'm going to start with. And just dab it on my lips. You can get more whenever you need. Okay, so then next, I'm going to use this color by Maybelline, and this is called Cool Watermelon in D1. So I'm just going to start by dabbing that. Fold it in half. Okay, so one last step. I like to use a lip balm on top, and I have found the perfect lip balm for red lips, and it's by Burt's Bees. The shade is in Merlot. I think that's how you say that. It's spelled like Merlot, but it's the lip shimmer. So that is basically how the makeup would go with Marilyn.